My name is L'Oreal Sweeting. I'm the marketing coordinator of the Bahama Out Islands Promotion Board. I was an only child for like maybe 10 years of my life, so I was really bored and I read a lot. So I really got interested in other cultures, cuisines, and as soon as I was able to, jumped on a plane and left. More for cultural enrichment, I guess you can say. There is no way you can jump on a plane and go to another country or visit, even if it's another family island, and your perspective doesn't change, because you really get to understand organically the way of life of other people that you're not normally able to encounter. I fell in love with Germany. I was in Berlin for maybe a week, and it was actually for work, so it wasn't really a normal trip for me, and I did not want to leave at all. I spent every night just roaming, went to the zoo. It was just maybe so different for what I'm accustomed to that I wanted to experience more of it. I'm not coping. I'm not coping at all. This is hard. I go through my travel pictures daily, okay? I've become like a travel profile on Instagram stalker, imagining myself other people. Like it's been a long, was it now 9 months? Wow, 9 months. And it's funny because a week before the lockdown, I was in Boston. So, I was like, it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna make a trip in 2 months, but no, here we are. Yes, definitely. Twitter is my little go-to to connect through everyone, everywhere. I have started learning Korean, which is something very unexpected. So I met a few people that are also learning Korean, and we chat from time to time in very elementary Korean. But it's been really interesting, really relying on social media for interaction. Okay, so we only highlight the out islands of the Bahamas, which overall internationally is still kind of unknown, outside of probably Eleuthera and Exuma and Abaco, the big three, I like to call them. We spend a whole lot of our time just encouraging and educating people that aren't really sure about the Bahamas as an overall destination. So the Ministry of Tourism does a great job in representing the entire product. And what we do is piggyback off of that and really break it down to the different aspects of each family islands. If you're interested in diving or fishing or absolute relaxation, we try to break down each island so people can understand the products there. We did, specifically, in June. Okay, so every year we launch our Bahamas Residence Program that takes place between May and June. We had more of a radio and social push in May, which is a little different from what we normally do. We like to go to the islands and really showcase them, but it was evident that Bahamians were hungry for domestic travel, and we saw an uptick in all of the bookings, and people were going. I saw many of my friends in Eleuthera and Abaco and Exuma, and I was very happy to see that. And we were hoping that the trend would extend throughout the year, but unfortunately with lockdowns, we had to readjust. But we still try to push the domestic tourism product, more of just to stay on top of mind. We have a partnership with Cable Bahamas, Rev Bahamas, where we gave away 3 trips to Mangrove Key Andros, 1 to Cape Eleuthera, and then we have 1 slated for December, which is going to be for the Exumas. So we've been trying to do as much as we can, but obviously with the restrictions, it's a little difficult to encourage people to travel. There's magic in the air. When you hop off of the plane and you land at any family island, there's a change in the atmosphere, and I believe that translates to not only the history that we have, but it's the warmth of the people on each island. It's the difference in subculture, because most people still identify the entire Bahamas as one culture, but there are various subcultures in different islands, and it is the most relaxing and peaceful experience for me on any of the islands. Oh, favorite. You know, all the out islands are my favorite. I'm kidding. But I have a, can I list two? Okay, I have a special love for Andros. I learned diving there, and it's one of the most memorable experiences of my life. And then we have my good old Cat Island. Oh, something about that place. Oh my gosh, my heart. I'm really ready to go back to Cat Island, but there's, like I said, there's magic in the air when you go to these islands. I am optimistic. One thing about travel, it's a very resilient industry. There have been peaks and valleys throughout history on when there was an uptick in travel and a slowdown in travel. So I believe internationally, people have always been interested during this entire time in coming to the Bahamas. So we've had people from Europe and Canada, the rest of the Caribbean, North America, still paying attention to us and reaching out and asking about how they'll be able to travel to the Bahamas. And then locally, I believe that something has unlocked within the Bahamians, whether you're a citizen or a resident, because our offer is available for anyone legally residing in the Bahamas, that they realized that they have a treasure in their backyard and they're more interested and probably a little more comfortable doing travel locally before they step out into the international realm. So I was supposed to go to Japan in September, but COVID. And I actually have always wanted to visit there. It's like 20 years in the running. So I was very excited about my post-birthday trip, because that's what it will be. But I am actively trying to go in March, and I decided to combine it. So originally it was supposed to be 2 weeks in Japan, but now I want to do a little Asian country tour. So I want to go to Japan, then South Korea, then Thailand. So hopefully, hopefully it's available by spring so I can really quench my wanderlust. My name is L'Oreal Sweeting, and travel is my life.